Hope everybody's doing their journey well, because they talking about it's an invasion popping off, right? Okay. Well, we're gonna get into that. Depending on who jumps on here. When you get on here, hit the thumbs up. Support the channel. My link is in there for my website, safetycomplianceagency.com. You can download my survival checklist. I did this checklist about 12 years ago. So it's been readily vetted, and it's got some good information on there. All the basic items you need to be prepared for natural weather events, critical situations, how they're talking now. You need to be prepared for a little bit of everything, right? So download my survival checklist to support my channel. If you appreciate some of my content or all of it or whatever, that's how you can support me. Also, you could do the super chat thing on here if you want to, whatever. So as soon as we get some people on here, let me know who you is. Go ahead and start commenting and use the live comment thing to shoot me a message. Let me know you out there. We're going to get into this invasion stuff, though, because what's been going on is, you could say it's unprecedented. There ain't nothing new under the sun, though. I just want to start out and let y'all know. Ain't nothing new under the sun, okay? You got cycles of evolution. You got cycles of, and I didn't mean evolution as in a theory. That's where we come from. I meant the evolutionary cycles of commerce, of government, of society. They keep repeating themselves on purpose. It's made, maintained, and it's been developed that way on purpose. So don't get butthurt about everything, and don't think that this is like the first time this has happened, so on and so forth. This is not the first time, and it won't be the last. It just happens to be that certain regions who profited heavily in the past, it's time to pay. But they're going to slide that blame on the people. Okay, they're going to slide it on you. They're going to slide it on me, or try to. So you got the problem out there. Major, hopefully I got the solution. My opinion. If you got another opinion, that's cool too. Pop you up a YouTube channel and get to yapping. Just don't ramble around like me, because I got specific listeners, and y'all know how I get down. But I can say probably have a more organized channel where you can spit some things and it would actually hit. And then make sure you don't get on YouTube's bad side, or they're gonna shadow ban you. You know what I'm saying? So that can happen as well. But anyway, look, we're gonna get started. What's up, everybody? Glad you're here. They calling it an invasion. Now, I can just say, even speculatively, that sounds like a pretty darn good word for what's going on down there at the border, Texas, Mexico. Yeah, and you can't blame. Well, you can. It depends on which side of the aisle you're on. See, as people who really done gave up their ability to have power, I'm talking about the public, the people. You got to stop getting pushed aside by these politrick folk. Of course, this conquer and divide, and it's always been that they spend billions of dollars to make sure that people can't get together. That's an age-old technique to make sure that once you gain the upper hand, you never have to give it up. So you can't blame them for doing what they're doing, because that's how they get down. But you can blame yourself for not making sure that you cool with your thoughts and your mindset. So anyway, this invasion thing going on down there, Texas-Mexico border, and probably other places, it's not just there. They're shipping people on buses and planes all throughout America. I hear it's upwards of 2 million people that got up in the country, which is really, we know, well, if you read the stuff I read, it's on purpose. It's not, oh, how could this happen? Why aren't they stopping it? The border patrol is being overran by all these people. Nah, man, they ain't got nothing to do with none of that. They be getting stand down orders. They got to follow orders. Only so much they can do. You know what I'm saying? They following the chain of command, so they trying to do their job the right way. That's how they was trained. That's how they keep their families fed. Is following the rules and following the chain of command. So they being told to stand down, stand over, bend over, do all this stuff, do these horse and pony tricks, while all these people coming up in there. And how that's gonna play out is like this. If you ever had a Trojan horse, this is what a Trojan horse looks like. It don't have to be an actual horse and then the big old gate fall down like in that old movie, and then they walk up in there, oh, I didn't know there was men all up in the Trojan horse, and your enemies coming up through the cracks through the gate now, and now they right at your doorstep and nothing you can do about it. Nah, this has been going on for some years. This has been going on back from like 10, 15 years ago, yo. This ain't come on, y'all, this ain't no new thing. It's just headline news now that it's all top heavy. And now it's showing up on the street. Because now politicians got he did it. It wasn't me. Nope, that wasn't me. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I was over in Africa, And then this dude over here, that's not me. I was on my jet trying to talk about climate control and climate change. And it wasn't me. It's not, it's all of them. It's all the cycle. Okay, it's the next cycle coming up. So they got to start. Look, what you need to know is they don't mind getting rid of folk or replacing folk. So all them other folk trying to come up through there or replacements for someone, for some peoples. You need to look at it like that. These people coming through the borders, it's not that they're bad people. They're being pawns too. They're pawns too. Okay, they've being told, oh, it's an opportunity. So what if you was in a third world country that was sucking air, and your children hungry, you got very little opportunities, and then somebody say, yo, we getting messages from high up people telling us we can come to America, and when you get there, you're gonna get a phone. You're going to get a bus ticket. We get shipped into a city, and somebody going to take care of us some kind of way till we get up on our feet. Now, these people might not even be lazy people. These people probably will work you under a bridge. It might work 2 or 3 of you under a bridge. Americans are getting fat and lazy now, so you need replacements. You become a consumer too long, and you don't produce nothing. Shame on you, because this is what's next. You get replaced. You either go find a new pond to swim in, or a whole bunch of fishies be up in the same pond with you. I mean, the solution is close the border, not because we don't have no to the solution part a little bit later. But it is happening. You got folks just streaming up in there. Ain't no other country in the world letting this happen but that one. That's really crazy. Y'all need to be careful who you vote for, because look like that's got a little bit of something to do with things. Like I told you, it's called politics for a reason. It ain't got nothing to do with what you think you're going to get out of it. You ain't going to get what you want to get out of it anyway. I don't care which side you're voting for. They say, well, people have died for the right to vote. Unfortunately, the system is so messed up and so formulated to make sure that that either side is the same side for the big boys. It puts them in the driver's seat anyway, right? One side might help them get there a little bit quicker than the other, but at the end of the day, they high-five and say, hey, Tim, Jim, Jeffrey, there's not too many Jeffreys, but the Jim, Dave, good game. Yo, we smacked him down. We home run today, baby. Touchdown. 3-pointers all day. Steph Curry and all day. We got the public bouncing to our beat. You know what I'm saying? Got you scared to death. That's what the whole goal is, and tactic, and the maneuver, and the flanking method is fear. Know that. So the less fear you have, that's one of the solutions, is to practice less fear. they stinking, and go live your life. But we're gonna get to that. So this invasion, yeah, it's a real thing. They finding Chinese nationals coming up through there. They got people from Afghanistan. They got people from all kind of countries. It ain't just people from Nicaragua or Panama or from all these other countries. Nah, they got these cats all mixed in. Trojan horsing you. That's what the deal is. Now, I'm not saying it's a Red Dawn looking like thing, but if it ever became one, that would be the start. That would help you get in position right there, because they must have watched Red Dawn. Like, why would we jump from airplanes with parachutes when we could just come up through the border? It's open. Title 42 expires on this day and at this time. Y'all blend in with the rest of these folks coming up through there. Y'all get up in there too. I'm pixelating. That's my awesome energy. It's distorting the field, Missy. That's what it is. I mean, it's probably so much energy emanating from me that I'm just kind of messing. My magnetic field is messing with this magnetic field, is what it is. So if y'all can hear me though, I'm gonna keep it moving. But when you've been sunbathing, on a regular, your stuff be going click, clack, clack, cloud. You be emitting some serious energy, directed energy. So I can't even form my words right because my brain is way up here and my mouth trying to catch up right now. So I'm trying to slow it down a little bit. Breathe in, breathe out. Y'all need to practice deep breathing as well, because with all this drama and stuff playing out, you need to control your blood pressure. You need to stay in a alert, relaxed type of, of course, you live in environments that, the traffic here is, you can get ran over by a scooter, 20 scooters at once over here. So it might be invasion through the border there, but then you can get hit by a motorbike or slip on a banana peel and take yourself out over here too. So everything, we all got the same, outcomes that can happen, but that border thing, I don't have to deal with that right now where I'm at. They got that on control. Like this little country got their borders under control. Over there where y'all is at, if you's in Americas, y'all need to hit up y'all politicians in mass and be like, see, the trick is, you watching the news and like, that's in Texas. We as Americans, you got that thing. Like, oh man, that's bad, but it ain't in my state. It ain't here. So I'm good. Or I'm kind of good. I got some other issues, but I ain't got that one. And they busting them up. Man, well, they busing them to a city near you. They flying them on jets to an airport near you and picking them up and taking them. So, y'all need to pay attention to that. And the only way you're going to remedy that is to hit your politicians up en masse to such a high degree that they get fearful of the people. That's it. Y'all got to be like, you're going to stop this right now, or we're going to stop it. We're going to stop this election nonsense. You end up, ain't nobody gonna show up to vote. Now what y'all gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Y'all talking about, we need to turn out en masse to vote. No, you don't. You don't. Don't do no more. You've done enough. Just leave it alone. Let them worry about it. Let them be scared for once. It seems like every time you vote for people, right? Do you get what you want out of the situation? Have you ever? Have you ever started making more money because you voted this way or that way? Now, I would say that, I'm going to just say this. Y'all can be mad at me if you want to. I don't care. I don't really care. I'm on the other side of the world, so I don't even care. I'm just messing with you. I do care. But when Trump was in office, and I know a lot of people hate Trump. I know a lot of people don't care. A lot of people like him. But when he was in there, the country was making money. The border was getting locked up, right? He was building the thing, right? Okay. Now what's going on? Why is the opposite happening? Why did the country stop making money? Why the border wider open? They probably took walls down over there, okay? Why are all these things happening? And then How are they blaming it on the previous administration? Come on, man. Y'all gotta wake up. Y'all gotta get off the banana boat. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta get off of that. Y'all gotta get off the plantation boat. And I mean that for white folk and brown folk. Okay? Any folk. The plantation theme is still prevalent. Like, it's called the mainstream media. That's the massa, whipping the masses, okay? Making you think this way when you need to be thinking that way. So you got to stop participating in all this nonsense. How you participate? One, watching the mainstream stupid media. If they ain't got no audience, they gonna start jumping out windows. They gonna start flipping out. Two, think twice before you jump into politicking. Oh, they don't want you to vote because the Republicans don't want you to vote if you don't have an ID. It's funny. You need an ID, like go turn on lights, electricity when you get a new apartment. You need your ID, like when you go in the bank, withdraw money. You need an ID for a whole bunch of stuff in America. That's just the way the system works. So then how is it that you don't need an ID to vote if it's the most important thing in society to do and be a part of? Why wouldn't you need an ID to verify that you one of the people that can vote? That only makes sense. I mean, how could that not make sense? And it could be this side saying it to that side. I would still say that only makes sense. I got to show my ID to get on the plane. Come on, man. Or they trying to make new laws to do this and do that. Look, they probably make 5,000 laws a month. You don't even know on the books. The only law you need to be concerned about truly is your own laws, how you govern yourself. Because right now, the way they governing folk, I don't think you like it. Do you? I don't get along with any of that. So if you don't like the way they're doing it, then you remove them from the equation in your life. Then enough people do that, there you go. It offsets, at least it might balance things out. Who knows? Now, people are like, why are you talking like that? My ancestors died, but you don't probably really know how your ancestors died because there's been so many lies upon lies upon lies. Who knows? You have to go back and put the paperwork together, go to the National Archives and detective work and put all that stuff to find out exactly what happened. But people die for the right to vote and all this, that, and the other. Well, first of all, the people who killed them, you just take care of those folks, and then you ain't got to worry about that no more. But no, that gets swept under the rug. People get a pass, and then people look. A long time ago, say 60 years ago, right? Let's say back in the 1940s. If people were supposed to be getting stuff done with the voting thing, I know there was a time where brown people couldn't vote, okay? The only problem is we, as brown folk, now we voting for the people that oppress us the most. I don't vote, so I'm just saying it generally like I'm with you. If you vote for the people that oppress you the most, that have the least amount of concern about you. How does that happen? Because you get caught in the systematic lies, the systematic residual stupidity of programming. You follow all these little, it's a lot of brown folk, that Trump, you just hate Trump just because they said he's a bad guy. Or you hate this character or that character. You hate Hitler, but you really don't know why you hate him. You just regurgitate what they told you. You might hate Barnabas in the Bible. Why? Because they said he was the bad guy. You didn't go find out if he was the bad guy. Somebody told you that, and then you just follow along. So there's part of the problem right there. It's not a voting thing. It's a go find out the information for yourself on how to govern yourself thing better. If we had been spending more time figuring out how to govern ourselves, and then sharing that information with other people in our neighborhood, and on our block, and at our church, and wherever we congregate together, okay? If we've been spending more time doing that instead of being independent agents, being individuals in little houses with little box, even you inside your house, you got your individual lives. You in there with your family, little Ricky in the bedroom, Tina, there's a black family. Tina over there, well, I don't even call kids Tina no more. They like Mercedes and all these other names, Kanisha and all that stuff. If you got a Kanisha, I'm not bad mouthing a Kanisha, but I'm just saying names aren't even, there's no more, you don't even hear white people's name called Nancy anymore, Sherry. You don't hear Eugene no more. Like, we've had a name Armageddon now, so you ain't no more Eugenes. Ain't no more, my name's probably, I ain't saying my first name, but it's all changed now. So you got to be what they taught you, you got to do the opposite. That's the only fix to this whole thing. Like, you're taught to be independent and do this and do that. Now, where's that gotten us? You ain't got no help. With that kind of programming, you destined to isolate yourself. Yep, I got my cabin. I got my guns, I got this, I got all my food stacked up, I'm ready. Oops, didn't see that rusty nail sticking out the board. Oop, oh snap, I'm infected. Day later, I'm out of here. So all that was for what? All this isolation was for what? So you ain't got no help. It's countermeasures they build into why they got you prepping so much. I think most of it is to get rid of the cash, get you to keep expending the cash, so it's less on the streets. Why? Because they want a cashless society. So fear drives the consumption of certain items, and then you got to exchange this to get that faster. So it helps them with their goals faster. Now you get to the point of no return, and when you get to the point of no return, like say with a currency, you at that point now. That's all over the world. The dollar has infiltrated everybody's economy. That's why you might hear other countries trying to get off of it before it falls and drags them down with it. That's why they formulating their currencies or their central bank digital currencies. But to be honest with y'all, I know at the end of the day, all of them get together. This group over here and this group, they all get together. High five, boys. We made it happen. That's right. They smack each other on the butt, just like after a football game in the locker room. They do locker room talk, at these big elite meetings and stuff like that. So at the end of the day, it's still like it could be that this is the way they're doing it to make sure that their plan works. But then, you got to look at it too like this. If you got any kind of thinking stuff in your brain, you got to look at it like this. Ain't nothing new under the sun. It's been a book of Revelation, has happened probably every 100 years, or more often than that. It just happened in other countries that you didn't live in. So it's not like, the tribulation period is this specific time and it's going to happen to it happens to all these groups of people all over the world all of the time. They might not be made up to look like America. They might not be dressed up like that with the same consumption behaviors and this, that, and the other, and the same, attitude all the time and blah, blah, blah. But every group of people have their time of upheaval, of downgrades, and new systems get built. A lot of it is planned to happen like that, okay? You don't need to spend all of your time trying to figure this out. You don't need to spend all your time trying to remedy it either. You need to spend more of your time trying to remedy you to get outside of the realm of their reach, which is through your mind. Y'all know that's where I always get back to. All of the thoughts that you have about what's coming, they done got into your head, man. They got into mine too. But I'm limiting how it makes me behave on the other side. You're going to hear some things. I'm on YouTube making videos, so I got to stream past all these videos. The dollar's dead. This is what happened next. The financial tsunami's on the way. All this, everything's on the way. Well, on the way is a big jump between getting there. So me, I'm like, I'm getting in some of this life while I got these minutes. I'm doing some things I want to do while I'm here. I ain't gonna keep jumping every day to the beat of their drum. I got my own drum. I'm a drum major. No pun intended. I'm gonna beat my own drum. So anyway, I know all this stuff going on at the border. I know stupid is what stupid does. With these politricians and Texas, you know, they outlawing Florida and them outlawing CBDCs. You about to have some real critical stuff going on over that way, and it's best that you get inside of yourself, correct self first. Don't try to get so prepared for what they got coming, because you really don't know what the freak it is. They can tell you this while they doing that. Y'all know they like experts at that piece. That's not something me and you necessarily go to bed at night going, yeah, when I get up in the morning, I'm gonna make sure that my neighbor, when he leaves, I'm gonna do this. So by the time he get home, I'm gonna increase my portfolio. That's what they do. They already got into that position from their ancestors. So they already beat you to it, so to speak. Regular folk, we don't have that mindset. But these people, they keep manufacturing that same behavior through their offspring. So that's why it's so widespread, it appears to be so widespread, because they've launched it into all the crevices of the societies that they've created through the illusion of make people follow my route and get rid of their route, okay, to the point where we're at, where we are today. They know all about this. They got a playbook. They know where it's going to go. They know what you're going to decide to do for the most part, unless you take control of your own thoughts and become your own captain of the ship. That's what the word moor means. Moor, they're the rudder, the moor. That's the guidance system for the vessel. You got to be your own moor in the water. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to stand on your own square. You say, what's that, Major? Is that Masonic stuff? I don't know what it is, but it makes sense, okay? Because if you on your square, you know where all the corners are, okay? It ain't no driving and just drop off the edge. Nope, there the edge right there, because I built the square I'm standing on. You know what I'm saying? So that makes sense to me. I don't know. I don't care where it come from. It's just an analogy, so I use it. Word pictures. That's all I got to say about this stuff, folks. We're going to keep this one short. I know they up in there let me say this. I know you got the border, you got the infiltration of, how should I say it so this thing don't literally shut my phone down. You know, the LTGRB people, okay, the people that say they want to be another person, another gender or whatever. Look, do what you want to do, okay, but don't start screaming, I need rights. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, yeah, people actually die for that kind of stuff, like trying to be a human and not have somebody else kill them for that. So you just a human too. You just, the way you was born, that's who you is. Now, if you change that, that's your choice. Do your thing. But don't be trying to cram it down my throat. You know what I'm saying? If somebody, we're supposed to have freedom of some type of choice. So you should respect that and do what you need to do. And then I'm going to do what I got to do. I got friends that, you know, float like, they don't do the whole shift like that. But, you know, you got a little sugar in their tank, okay? But they respectable to the point where they don't put their thing on you, okay? And they work hard, work 15 jobs and be making money all the time. And they ain't got no excuses and they work their butt off. I can appreciate somebody with a hard work ethic, and they dependable, and they are professional, and blah blah blah. But now when you go trying to convince me that I should dabble in what you did, that's what we go. Wow, okay. Now you done went too far. Okay, so that's where I stand with that stuff. But I know they teaching the children that in the pubic school. Oh, public. That's what they got you saying, public school. You know they always got them tricks and them words. They got you children learning about this stuff. Now little Jimmy and Donna coming home like, I think I'm, a boy. Wait, you're a girl. I think it's a lot going on, y'all. They really twisting this thing up. They got brown men wearing dresses. I don't know how I got on this talk. This should be a whole nother live, but it's just a part of the problem. The border, this kind of stuff, that kind of stuff, desensitizing people. It's a massive campaign going on. Just know that. But in all of this crazy stuff that's unwinding, you think it's winding up. No, it's unwinding. They already wound it up. Now they let it loose. You ever got a spool of wire, and then if you let it go, it all comes out and gets all tangled up? Well, that's what's going on. It's coming. The spool is unwinding, okay, after it's been wound up. So ain't no winding up no more. They're letting it loose now. Everything going everywhere all at the same time. I'm telling you, the only solution is you fixing self. That's it. If you don't fix yourself and you keep worrying about what they're doing, the problem perpetuates itself even further. It goes further. It goes further faster. So until you take control of these thoughts, they're using your thoughts and the accumulated thoughts of all these other people that they scared to death. I said to death, making you hear a certain way, but you can't hear others. I didn't say to death. I said to death. Scaring you to death so you just hear one route only, and they know where the herd is going now because they got you steered that way through the fear. How you scare livestock? They used to take the brand and whips, and they'll hit them and they do stuff. They beat them, make them submit and go this way. Get in that pen over there. I don't want to go in that pen. Whop, hit you over the head with another law. Hit you over the head with another fine. That's how they get it done. So make sure that, here's what you can do. Make sure that right now is critical time. I'm gonna tell you this, it's financial Armageddon. That's what they did. They're doing that right now. The bullets are flying. They in denominated resources though. They know you looking for actual guns and people shooting. No. They shooting financial shots. They taking the thing that undergirds how you process your existence. Actually, that's how deep money go up in your psyche is. Without that, they can control a lot because now they can steer you this way or that way. So you just got to get into a place. It's not all physical resources that you need. You can have a lot of preps and a lot of assets protection. Come on, man. It really ain't nothing protected, but the only thing you need to be protecting is your thoughts. They need to be accumulating the desires or the needs or wants that you have in mind, not somebody else sitting up in the office somewhere with a suit on, making backroom deals, telling you and on the TV screen, yep, I'm trying the hardest to make ends meet for families all. As soon as he get done with that press conference, he on his jet, going to get a big steak dinner with all his benefactors and all these other folks that's giving it to his campaign. That's all hogwash, man. Stop paying attention to them folk. Stop paying attention to them folk and start paying more attention to you and how you process stuff. All right? Because convenience is the thing that's going to kill a lot of people, or the lack of. I made a video about that many a moon ago. It's somewhere on my channel. Convenience is going to kill you. It didn't get that many views. You know why? Because it wasn't convenient sounding. But if you get off the convenience treadmill, get off the convenience treadmill for a hot second and stop basing all of your thoughts and moving off of convenience, you might actually be able to stand up to the wiles of the enemy because he coming at you by trying to take your conveniences away. Yeah, man, they repoed my car. Now I got to ride the bike. Well, you know, most folk don't have a bike. You might want to get a bike, though. I'm riding a bike to work. So what? Now you're getting paid to exercise. You look at it that way. Is the glass half full or half empty? I mean, you know, convenience is a cool thing. I like some of my conveniences as well. But I've also trained how to not have them accessible to me. I did that previously a lot. You see me in the city over here, and then I'll be in the village, out there in the rice fields, hot, snakes, mosquitoes, all kinds of stuff going on. Cows running through your front yard, you know, all kind of lizards and chickens. These chickens are aggressive, man. These ain't regular chickens. They'll eat the chickens in America, and they'll cook them for fried chicken and eat them. These chickens ain't no joke around here. But I do both walks because I'm trying to stay conditioned. Okay, I'm trying not to go all ultra. I know what it is to have conveniences. Having this nice shirt on, I got the AC on right now, that's convenient. Having a cell phone, that's convenient. But if you get absorbed in convenience, then that's all they got to do is control that piece, and then they got you. You ain't got to control nothing else but convenience. But just know, they got the whole armada of tactics thrown at you at the same time. So you might have to get into a place where you're quiet, you just relax and breathe, process your thoughts. Yo, if they ain't spraying stuff in the sky and you can see the sun, and you get up at 8 in the morning, that's when you need to get your sun bathing on, okay? The sun has frequency, energy, and information. Stream it. Don't put no sunscreen on, because now you ain't even getting what you're supposed to. You get vitamin D, you get all kind of vitamins illuminated from the sun, as long as it's early morning sunshine, like 8 a.m., 9 a.m., and stuff like that. You don't want it when it's 11 and 12 o'clock. You're going to be a fried, crispy piece of chicken in a couple of hours, so you don't want to do it then. But, yo, you need to get some sun. You need to breathe more. You need to start thinking about how you want things to go for you, instead of them telling you how they about to go. They got you more worried about what's about to happen. You done lost yourself. Don't even know what you're doing right now. Don't even know what you want to do right now. Don't even know what you're about to do the next right now. So when it gets to that point, then yeah, all hope is lost. But if you snap yourself out of it, get a hold of yourself, spend more time doing what you want to do. I don't care if you just got $5 to your name. If you got 2 legs at work, you in business. We used to say, throw them Fleetwoods on and I get to stepping. You know, Fleetwood Cadillac back in the day. Throw them Fleetwoods on my feet, throw my shoes on, and I'm rolling, right? Yo, it's you can, in your environment that you have, you can actually thrive without that much money. But right now, if your focus is money and the lack of, you ain't in no thriving mindset. You ain't gonna never appear at that level. You're never gonna see that. So you either gotta fix self, or let them keep issuing the next crisis to you, and then you run and take cover for that one. It's your call. Everything is your call. It's all user discretion right here. That's why they need your permission to do the next thing. That's why they need all these people to agree, dang, it's bad out here. Bull. People killing folk. Everywhere I turn, it's just yeah. That's exactly the authorization process for them to keep doing what they're doing to you and your family. As long as you get to that point, they got you. But when you get tired of that, maybe you'll change it before it gets to the physical side of things. Change this now. That's the only hope you got. And hope is a loose, redundantly stupid word, but that's the only word I can use. But project what exactly it is you want to see happen. As long as you ain't caught up on their narrative, you can think like that. That's how I've been having to think. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna go. If your last breath, for one, stop being scared of this thing they call death. Okay? You need to replace that word with the word transition. Everybody look like me or look like a person have to do that process at some point in time anyway. Stop being scared of that. Oh, I'm gonna die. I mean, it can be scary if you think something's about to happen to you, about to have, I'm not going to mention all the things that can happen to our bodies, but it can be that way. But if you start practicing more not scared than scared, one takes effect over the other. And when you get to that point, you realize that, I'm here now. Right now, what can I do to smile? I paid my phone bill. Boy, high five. I got food for tonight. Hey, you know what I'm saying? What can I do right now to change the frequency? My lips is working and I got 2 teeth left. I can get some corn off that cob. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff to be thankful for, appreciative for, if you can get past what they've been throwing at you and what they want you to be thinking everything is for. You could be appreciative that your eyes is working, watching this screen with all this radiation, probably making them bad. Okay, that's why I got to get off of here. So can't be on here that long. You mess around and burn your retina out watching your phone all day. You know your eyes is itching. You keep having to use eye drop. There's a lot of radiation coming out of this thing. You need to trim it down, y'all, okay? But this is good information, so back up a little bit. Scoot back and, put the phone over there and just listen to me or whatever. Don't make me your fall guy for your retinas falling out your eyeball. But I'm just saying, change the frequency. Don't worry about how much money you got. That has nothing to do with it. It has absolutely nothing to do with it. That's just a way to keep you always in step with what they want you in step. You didn't create the money, they did, right? So they did it for a reason. And it's for this reason right here. How you think is how they control. If you don't think the way that they want you to think, then they don't control that piece. It's that simple. It's no different than the doctor saying, yo, if you keep eating french fries and cheeseburgers, you gonna have a heart attack. So right after you leave the doctor's office, do you A, drive straight to McDonald's and get a double quarter pounder with cheese, with it ain't real meat no more, and extra large fry and extra large Coca-Cola? Used to have cocaine, real cocaine in it, coca leaf in there. That's why they call it Coca-Cola. They had to take it out. People was getting strung out. It wasn't a good marketing thing, having people all laid out on the streets after drinking Coca-Cola. But y'all go check out that. That's a real story. Coca-Cola. That's where they get that. It used to have real coca leaf extract, cocaine in there. So I'm just telling you, and there's another backstory to that too. You have to get to that point, man, where they can't control you. All right, and that's the only way to do it is to think your own thoughts, do your own thing. And don't take this the wrong way, but you need to be your own church. You need to be your own savior. If there is a savior that's coming to save you, you might not he or she or it, let's just say it, because we don't know what, we assume we think we know everything. We don't know but what they told you things were. Like the color blue, what if that's just in English? I'm sure it's another name in another country, but how do we know that it's actually blue? Somebody taught us that. That's the word we got for it now. So that's what I'm saying. If you can think that small critical thinking and then apply that to the rest of the stuff, oh, this is easy. You could change this stuff overnight. Money ain't the thing. I'm telling you, money's not the thing. So get that out of the equation. They got it there on purpose to make it the thing. In God we trust, all written up on there. Look, in God we trust. Debt note. This is for all debts, public and private. It's printed on the same document. It's a Federal Reserve note. It's not even a silver or gold certificate. So, I mean, you need to detach from that. Like the rest of the world trying to get off the dollar, you need to get off the dollar thought, the dollar system in your mind. Use it as a tool, but get off of the thought of how it's controlling almost every aspect of your life. You go to church, dollars falling out your pocket. You go to the grocery store, dollars falling out your pocket. Go to the car dealership, dollars falling out your pocket. Go to the car wash, go to Dairy Queen, go to here, go to there. It's all about the money, right? Everything is about the money, from religion to healthcare to just breathing air now. You know they're going to have a carbon tax pretty soon. So pretty soon, breathing air going to cost you. Well, you breathe too much air. Your digital currency just went down in your digital account now because you sucked up too much oxygen and nitrogen, and now we're finding you. You remember the climate change stuff? Yeah, that's a good idea. Save the world. No, they just figured out how to tax the air you breathe in now. Yo, I'm going to get up out of here. I said that I was going to do that about 10 minutes ago. I appreciate all of y'all. Let me save some content for another video. And I appreciate y'all jumping on Rumble. Hopefully the video I just did over there finally uploaded. Takes a long time to upload a video. I'm gonna go check and see. There's something over there for you. But yeah, I appreciate all of y'all. Y'all stay strong in new thought. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. Terminology: stay strong in new thought. Make sure you don't stay strong in old thought, because that's what's going to end up being the nail in the coffin, so to speak. Old thought runs old systems. New thought runs new systems. They getting rid of the old, so you better get on the new. It don't mean join them. It just means join you. Join yourself. Stop dealing with them and be more for self than them. All right, y'all. Appreciate it. Miss E, thanks for moderating. Appreciate all of y'all. Shout out to Felicia Bell, Heather. Who else on here? Joshua J, Ira Ben, MN, Jacqueline, Joshua, Janine. Who else up on here? Kay Wright, Carr, Stacy Jones, Michael Dixon, Haley, what up? Henry from Brooklyn in the house. Who else on here? Char. Is that Miss Char? Narrow Path. Amy, Amy, Adu, Tish Co 305. Not gonna trip again. I like that. Rosa Flores in the house. That's right. Louis in the house. All my peoples in the house. Got me sounding like Kurt Franklin in the house. Dom John, Anthony I. Antonio, if I forgot anybody, I'll hit you on the next one. My eyes is hurting. I got to protect my retinas. Y'all do too. Get off your phone. Fast phones this week. Phone fasting is in. Do it once a week. Save a life. Appreciate y'all. This is Major signing off for another kind of... Oh, support my channel. I'm going to say this again. I said it at the beginning. SafetyComplianceAgency.com. It's my old list, but you can download my survival checklist. It's not that I'm telling you go do all this stuff on the list. I did the list like 12, 13 years ago before all this stuff started happening, but I seen some stuff back then. Download that safety survival checklist if you just into prepping. Yo, that'll support my channel, because you know YouTube ain't helping me get no kind of nothing from this thing. So anyway, I appreciate y'all. SafetyComplianceAgency.com. Go to the store link. Boom, I got downloadable content you can check out. Much love out there, y'all. Y'all stay safe. You know from who? Self. Protect yourself from yourself, and the world will be a much better place. Appreciate y'all. This is Major signing off for another kind of cool video. Peace. Look, got them guns, boy. I'm doing this thing. I'm getting back up there. I'll holler at y'all in a second. Peace.